What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Mint and we're back again with another video. First of all, I gotta tell all of you, thank you so much for supporting me and helping me get to this first milestone of hitting 1,000 subscribers. I'm forever grateful. And as I stated in the past, I will be giving a 0.1 Ethereum giveaway, and the only condition is you subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow me on Twitter, and I will be uploading details in the next couple weeks about that giveaway. Most likely going to be on my Twitter. So once again, thank you all for supporting me. It means a lot, but let's get back into business. The crypto markets have not been the greatest, been very crabby lately, a lot of sideways action. However, Ethereum did just recently almost reach all-time highs again. It blasted off from the low 4,000s all the way upwards of 4,800 and is now retracing. So this does show a good sign that the bull run for cryptocurrency is not over yet. This might actually be a better indicator that a bull run for altcoins might be around the corner. If you come down and look to the other coins, there's a lot of green and red action, so it's not necessarily complete bear. There is a lot of fear in the market because Bitcoin is so stagnant, and so people are not necessarily buying right now, and this gives us a lot of buying opportunities to get into coins that have dropped quite a bit, especially if they have good fundamentals and the possibility of making good gains, such as Cardano. Seeing it touch $1.50 is a big deal, and I actually will be buying here. And then there are other projects like Terra Luna that have been skyrocketing, and I still think there's a lot of potential in these coins. So definitely keep an eye out for the general cryptocurrency market just to see where the sentiment is and where we're going to be going in the near future. Hopping over to Dune Analytics, we can also look at the OpenSea daily and monthly volume. So this is actually really interesting. With Ethereum going up so much, everyone's assuming that NFTs will take a little bit of a hit. However, OpenSea volume has actually been very consistent and actually going up. There hasn't been a huge drop since the last correction, so definitely something to keep a lookout for. This would be an indicator to see if there's a general interest in NFTs. Right now, I would look at the market as very yellow. It's not necessarily a buy or a sell, but people are still kind of on the sidelines figuring out what they want to do. With that being said, it's all about getting onto the next trend. As we all saw, the whole play to earn game theory trend has come, and I want to say has almost gone in the same amount of time. Wolf Game has been stagnant as the developers have been working on the project, trying to fix out all the bugs. Many of the copycats have not succeeded after an initial run up, and many have died out. So everyone wants to find what the next trend in NFTs are, and I kind of just look at this as a overall picture with cryptocurrencies. Right now, metaverse is the trend for crypto, so I also think that metaverse will be the next trend for NFTs, especially 3D and metaverse related projects. So the first project I want to talk about is World Wide Web. World Wide Web is a metaverse project aiming to incorporate all NFTs across all ecosystems into their own built out metaverse. As you can see, there's a lot of individuals playing, a lot of action, and a lot of details can be found here. Going over to the website, it's really cool to kind of see how interactive it is because it's pretty much like a video game. You start as a player one and you pretty much have to accomplish a quest to get access to the whitelist, and there's a lot of interactive individuals here, so you know they're aiming to be an MMORPG, which is massive multiplayer online role-playing game, and this project has been said to give off very strong early RuneScape vibes. Any of my viewers here played RuneScape pre-2007, you knew how hyped that game was. Every day there would be 1 million people online in various worlds playing the game, and this project is looking to actually do something along those lines. They're trying to incorporate NFTs into an MMORPG online video game that's immersed with quests, battles, storylines, characters, activities, everything pretty much RuneScape had before, but now they're trying to incorporate it in their own metaverse on the blockchain utilizing NFTs. This project is still in the development phase and there's still a lot of updates to be made. However, the project team seems very focused and committed. Discord is crazy and they've been around for some time, so it's not like they just showed up to rug the whole community. They also recently had a land sale go live just 2 days ago, and the cheapest mint was 0.069, and now the floor is at a steady 0.4 Ethereum. I called this out on my Twitter at 0.2. I was hesitant to ape in, but I saw a lot of top tier influencers going in, and I saw the volume, so had I done so, I would have made a 2x right there overnight. But pretty much here, they're selling lots of land on their metaverse, and it starts from small apartments going all the way to top floor penthouses that are starting at about 10 Ethereum. If you do guys want a piece of World Wide Web, this would be your first entry, and I still think that if this project has the potential to reach RuneScape levels and have millions of users monthly, then this floor price is dirt cheap. I think that the floor price will go up exponentially closer to what Decentraland or the Sandbox had experienced if World Wide Web can accomplish what they're trying to do. I would advise to join their Discord, get more information, and if there's any future NFT drops, they will notify them there. The next project I want to talk about is called We Gonna Make It Interfaces. So this is a profile picture project, and as stated, it's no roadmaps or promises, just vibes, with a docs team as stated here. Now, although this project doesn't necessarily have any utility or any purpose, they garnered a crazy amount of attention on Twitter. They don't have a completed website yet, and they don't have a built out Discord server, and they're just kind of working on the project piece by piece. But when I say that this art is next level, I mean it. Like, this art, when I look at it, I'm gonna ape. It doesn't matter what utility it comes with. It doesn't matter who created it. When I see artwork like this, I resonate with it very hard, similarly to how I felt with doodles. It just hits somewhere in your heart that brings a child out of you. And because of that, I think a lot of other people can resonate with the art as well. The artwork is also very high quality, and I think a lot of time has been spent on getting this right. So with all the attention that this project drawn out very organically, there wasn't any promotions, there wasn't a Discord to even have mass invite wars. This project will be big. When they will release, I think it's going to be a crazy project, and if the team is committed and with the funds they can create a roadmap and actually have plans for the future, I see this being a blue chip project. But on merit alone and just the art, I would also say this has potential to be a blue chip. So definitely give them a follow, join their Discord once it's open, stay up to date, and wait for them to release whitelist spots and other opportunities. And picking back off of the We Gonna Make It interfaces, I also want to showcase Invisible Friends. This is another project very similar to We Gonna Make It interfaces, where they use 3D animated characters that actually pop out to you like a cartoon. And I don't know if it's just me, but I vibe very hard with these cartoonistic, good quality pictures, very vibrant, very colorful. And they have also gathered a lot of attention on Twitter as well as their Discord. It's been growing organically, and I see a lot of potential with this project as well. One big thing to note is that this project is part of a bigger collective called Random Characters. And if you come over here, Random Characters Collective currently has 3 projects under their belt: Slim Hoods, Mood Rollers, and Invisible Friends. You can join their Discord, and then they have a subsection for each of the projects to get more details. I will say that there are very high profile artists behind each of these projects. The one for Invisible Friends, I believe, has like 170,000 Instagram followers. Mood Rollers has like 800,000 Instagram followers. And so very high, very well-known artists who are immersed in this space are backing these projects. And Slim Hoods was already released. And so if you go into the Discord, to get whitelisted for Mood Rollers, you have to be a holder for Slim Hoods. And so my assumption is that to be whitelisted for Invisible Friends, you would either need to hold Slim Hoods or Mood Rollers. And if you actually come over here to OpenSea, you can see that Slim Hoods is starting at about 0.08 floor. I'm not too sure what the mint was, but I did see this project go upwards of 0.2 Ethereum before dropping back. I'm not a huge fan of this project altogether, but if you have high conviction for Invisible Friends and believe that it's gonna blast off, then this is a no-brainer to maybe get one of these just to hold it as kind of a mint pass. Because if Invisible Friends does gather more attention, I can definitely see Slim Hoods and Mood Rollers getting an increase in volume just for the anticipation that being a holder will grant you whitelist access to Invisible Friends. Outside of that, I know there's going to be future utility being added to this collective. They might incorporate a gated community with a metaverse, but for now, simply just a project purely for the art, backed by some big names with a huge community behind it. So if there's any possibility you can get whitelisted for Invisible Friends, I would definitely take that opportunity. They also haven't announced how to get whitelisted for this project, so I do recommend joining the Discord and staying up to date, because that will be released shortly. And then whatever the actions need to be taken, if you can get in earlier than later and get a whitelist spot, I think you most likely will see good returns on this project. Once again, none of this is financial advice. Do your own research. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just giving you my opinion, but I just see good merit in all of these new projects because they check off all the boxes for having a good community, beautiful 3D artwork, and can potentially be incorporated into a metaverse. And when you have 3D projects, it's that much easier to be incorporated into a metaverse, because a lot of the 2D profile picture projects don't have the configuration on the back end to actually work on the metaverse like Decentraland or Sandbox. But that's all I had for the video today, guys. Once again, I do appreciate all the support you have shown me. Definitely give me a follow on Twitter. I definitely give more alpha here on a more consistent basis. And if I'm going to make a video, I most likely will post something on my Twitter beforehand. But once again, thanks so much for watching. I'm your boy Mint, and I'll catch you guys next time.